Hi friends, I'm Lee from Agape Studios. There's something that I've been realizing lately I want to share with you. That maybe the deepest journey we'll ever take isn't outward, it's inward. Not to become something new, but to remember what we already are beneath the conditioning, fear, and noise of the world. When I was a child, I had to memorize a French poem in school called Au clair de la lune. At the time, I didn't even know what it meant. And years later, recently, a couple of days ago, these words suddenly came back into my mind, into my awareness, and I thought that was curious. So I finally translated it, and one of the lines had stopped me in my tracks. And it was, "Open your door to the God of love." And now this piqued my interest now, and something then inside of me remembered. I grew up in a very strict belief system, a world shaped by fear, judgment, and the idea that love could somehow be conditional. And for a long time, I believed I had no choice, no voice, no connection outside of what I had been taught. But over time, through pain, questioning, loss, and deep inner reflection, something began to shift. I didn't lose myself. But on the contrary, this is where I began to find myself. I started to realize that so much of our human experience is shaped by the beliefs we carry within us, the stories, the fears, the thoughts that we repeat, the emotions that we hold on to. And when we live in fear long enough, we begin seeing life through the lens of separation. But when we begin returning to love, stepping into the heart, something changes when we shift past duality, separation. Not because the outside world instantly changes, but because we do. And suddenly, the world reflects something different back to us. So now I can no longer see life as a punishment. I see it as experience, a soul learning through contrast, through challenge, through remembering. And I don't say this as a teacher, only as a human sharing my own observations along the journey. So the questions I've asked myself, and I want to share with you. What if we are far more powerful than we were taught? And what if peace doesn't come from controlling the world around us, but from bringing balance within ourselves first? And what if the body is not separate from spirit, but an instrument, a vessel, a vehicle through which consciousness experiences life? And what if love, real, unconditional love, was never outside of us to begin with? I don't believe we came here to be perfect. I think we came here to experience, to feel, to grow, to forget, and then remember. And maybe that remembering begins the moment we stop judging ourselves and others, and then start seeing each other as fellow souls doing the best we can with the awareness they currently have. So if you're questioning your life, your beliefs, your identity or your purpose. Maybe you're not breaking apart, and maybe you're awakening to something deeper within yourself. And maybe, just maybe, some of the breadcrumbs guiding us home were planted long ago, waiting for the right moment we were finally ready to understand them. Open your door to the God of love. I am not here to tell anybody what to believe. I'm only here to share my journey in the hopes that it helps someone reconnect with themselves. Because beneath all of the fear, the labels, and conditioning, you are far more magnificent than you realize. And I'm only here to remind you of that. Namaste, friends.